Hello, good evening. I think really, Satish, the only word that comes up is joy, because I'm really, really happy that you could make it a second time to the TheMerode. I'm not going to talk long because Pierre is going to introduce Satish. I just wanted to thank you for coming, for enjoying this moment of real sharing together with our community, with Satish. There will be questions afterwards. I'm just asking when there will be questions to speak loud, to be clear, so that we can get enlightened by Satish. Please enjoy the evening, come back, go see our website to see all the wonderful program that the team is planning for you, and enjoy your weekend. Pierre, please.
Thank you very much. Isabelle introduces me, I introduce Satish. I don't know who you are going to introduce, Satish. It is, of course, a great privilege and honor for me to be able to introduce a man like Satish. And words will fall short. And so, therefore, I will be of very few words today. I think, Satish, if age would correlate with wisdom, you would be more than 1,000 years old. If age would correlate with energy and inspiration, you would be 15 years old. And yet you were born in 1936. And Satish, you're a man of many lives. You have been, I am told, you have been a Jain monk, which in itself would certainly warrant a few hours of sharing and conversations. Then, I think a defining moment in your life, actually in 1962, you undertook a peace pilgrimage where you walked 8,000 miles from India to Russia, to France, to the UK. Then, I'm not sure you swam, but one way or another you did get into the US. You went from New York to Washington. Then after that you even went to Japan. And you actually visited all of the nuclear powers of that day. And you met the leaders of each of those countries. 1962. So you were one of the inspirators of the peace movement, where those things were not an obvious thing. Then you became one of the leading intellectual inspirers of the nascent ecological movement. I think you've been the editor or the director of Resurgence, which is a highly respected journal that still exists today. And you're also a social entrepreneur. You have created a wonderful college, Schumacher College, which is a place of education and sharing of wisdom, and I'm sure you will be talking about that. The titles of your books speak for themselves, and I will not quote all of them. I think your last book is about radical love. You also spoke about soul. Yes, indeed. I guess there's a whole library behind you. Yeah. You also spoke about soil, or at least soul, soil, and society, another very rich program. I think you coined the term elegant simplicity, which is so wonderful. Mm-hmm. I've heard you, or at least I read, didn't hear you yet, but you talked very recently about work as poetry, which is such a marvelous association, and the joy in walking. Satish, I will leave you the word now, and thank you very much for all you are sharing with us.
Thank you. Thank you for that warm, sweet, delightful introduction. Thank you. It is my great pleasure to be at this wonderful club. And I would like to thank Isabelle and Maite for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to meet you all. So thank you. We will start this evening with a very short meditation. So put your both feet on the floor. Bring your attention to your body. It's a very special body. Both feet on the floor. Back straight. Head gently rising upwards. Weight of your body falling downwards. Right hand represents the world. Left hand represents the self. Bring your both hands together and thus unite the world with the self. And see yourself in the world. And see the whole world in yourself. We are microcosm of macrocosm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. Relax. And let go. Let go of any and all expectations. Let go of any, all anxieties. Let go of any and all fears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. Relax. And let go. Let go of ego. Let go of separation. And feel connected, related, with that sense of unity of life. Breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. Relax. And let go. Just realize and feel that your mind is a magnanimous mind, an inclusive mind. Feel with this magnanimous mind, the whole cosmos is our country. Whole planet Earth is our home. Nature is our nationality. And love is our religion. With that magnanimous mind, inclusive mind, big heart, breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. Relax. And let go. And just feel in your heart that may all beings upon this earth, humans and other than humans, live in peace and be happy. And all living beings be free of disease. And may all of us see good in everything. And may no one be subjected to misery. With that compassionate heart, breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Smile, relax, and let go. Thank you. Before I start to talk about radical love, I would like you to whoever is next door to you, sitting, tell each other's name, who you are, if you don't know your friend, and then ask each other in 1 or 2 sentences, what is meaning of love for you? Okay? Ask, what is the meaning of love for you? Okay. Okay. So, all of you have your own meaning of love. There's no one meaning. Every one of us have our own experience of love. So what I'm going to talk about is how I understand the meaning of love and why I think we need a love revolution. We need to bring back this old-fashioned word we use too many times, too often, without really understanding or practicing. Practicing. Love is a verb. Love has to be practiced. It's not just an idea. So, first of all, love means dropping all expectations. This is my understanding of love. When I drop expectations and I expect nothing from my beloved, then it's a radical love. There's a moderate love. In moderate love, you expect your beloved to love you back. You want to be loved back. That's okay. That's good too. Moderate love is also good. But I would like to go a step further and move from moderate love to radical love. Radical love is to love to your beloved, to your friend, to your family, to your neighbor, to people who are far away and you don't know them, and yet you love them without expecting anything in return. That is radical love. No expectations. Radical love starts by or with loving yourself. As in our meditation I said, the whole world is in me. I am in the whole world. I'm made of everything what is in the universe. I'm made of the sun. I'm made of the moon, the stars, the galaxies, the earth, air, fire, water, evolution. I was there in one form or the other at the time of the Big Bang. Nothing disappears. So, I am the universe. And the universe is in me. This big mind. So this big mind, I love myself. It's a very hard thing to do. People don't think about loving themselves. They think, I should love my mother or my father or my wife or my husband, my children, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my neighbors, even if somebody is far distant, but it's a human loving others. That will come, second step. But the first step is, can you love yourself? Loving yourself is not ego. Loving yourself is not selfish. Loving yourself does not mean I'm better than you. Loving oneself means I am good. I love myself as I am and who I am. Each and every one of us are a special, unique beings. There's no one like you other than yourself. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and each and every one of us are different, special, unique. So that speciality, that uniqueness, that's who you are. And what you are, you love yourself. That's the first step of radical love. And if you love yourself, you can self-realize. You can be who you are, truly. You can self-realize your potential. You are a very special person. An artist is not a special kind of person, but every person is a special kind of artist. An artist is not a special kind of person, but every person, every one of you are a Picasso, a Vermeer, a Van Gogh, a Beethoven, a Tolstoy, a Shakespeare, a Goethe, a Simone de Beauvoir. Have you read Simone de Beauvoir? I read when I was a young man, and reading Simone de Beauvoir made me a feminist. So they were like you and me. A Gandhi, a Martin Luther King, a Mother Teresa were like you and me. They were hungry, like you get hungry, and they ate their lunch and their dinner and their breakfast. They got tired, like you and me, and they went to bed and slept. And in the morning, they went to the toilet, like you and me. Everything, all the great beings that we think of and admire were like you and me. But they recognized themselves and allowed themselves to be themselves. And that needs imagination. That needs courage. You need courage to love yourself. And so, you have that courage. Core means heart. And so, heart-centered. We live too much in our mind. And this is why we lack courage. If you want to have a courage, make a journey. It's a long journey from head to heart. The moment you reach to your heart, your courage will open. For courage, every one of us have been given heart. Every one of us have been given the gift of courage. It's a gift from the universe. You have the courage. You don't have to go to Galerie Lafayette in Paris to buy courage. You have it. But it's dormant. It's sleeping. So by loving yourself, you wake your courage up. So the first principle of radical love is to love yourself. I can go on talking about it, but I'll move on. Then you love others unconditionally, without expectations. Whether you're beloved, whether your parents, whether your children, your neighbors, your countrymen, women, whoever they are, whatever your nationality. You may be Russian, you may be Ukrainian, you may be Chinese, whatever your religion, you may be Muslim, you may be Buddhist, maybe Christian, maybe Hindu, doesn't matter. Love has no boundaries, no nationality. Nature is nationality. Love has no labels. It's an alchemy of love. Through love, you transform your life, and through you transform other people's life. Transformative power of love is when you can offer love without conditions. Whoever you are, there is no one enemy. Everybody friend. You rise above boundaries. You celebrate diversity, but don't turn diversity into divisions. And celebrate diversity. It's wonderful to have diversity of religions, diversity of political systems, diversity of economic systems, diversity of nationalities, diversity of colors. We are here, 100 people, everybody is different. It's wonderful. Vive la différence. Celebrate diversity. That's a radical love. At the moment, our world is moving away from love because we do not celebrate diversity. We want uniformity. We want everybody to be the same. Christians want whole world to be Christian. Muslims want whole world to be Muslims. Communists want whole world to be communists. Capitalist market economy want whole world to be a free market economy. We want our system to be imposed on the whole world. That's not celebrating diversity. So, linguistic diversity, in Belgium you have Flemish, you have French. In Switzerland, they have 4 languages. In Ukraine, they should celebrate Russian, Ukrainian together. If you suppress one language, you are not celebrating diversity. In India, we have, I don't know how many languages we have, 50, 60, 70 languages. Celebrate linguistic diversity. Celebrate truth diversity. There's no one truth that everybody has to follow. Each and every one of us have to find our own truth. This is why I started our session this evening by asking you what love means to you. Your meaning is your meaning for you. Your truth is good truth for you. I do not want to impose my truth on you, and you don't want to impose your truth on me. We celebrate your truth and my truth, and ultimately there's one truth. But ultimately there's one humanity. But when one humanity expresses itself in diversity. So each and every human being different and yet same. This unity and diversity dance together. When you accept that, all your conflicts end. When separation ends, suffering ceases. Suffering is caused by separation, dualism. You are not me. You are separate. You are different. You are not good. My nationality better than your nationality. My religion better than your religion. My language better than your language. My truth is better than your truth. This is separation. And that is causing conflict and lack of love and tension and wars and violence. So if you want to end suffering, you have to end separation. And see, everything is related. We are all connected to each other. There is no separation. So I love myself And I love you because you are in me and I'm in you. You and I are not separate. You are, therefore I am. If you were not here as my audience, I'll be no good speaker. To be a speaker in front of you, I need you. And you need me. If I was not announced that Satish Kumar is speaking at the TheMerode Club, you will not be coming here. So you need me and I need you. And that is love. We need each other. So you are, therefore I am. We are related to each other. The only thing in the world exists as a reality is a relationship. Just remember that. Everything what exists in relationship. There's a relationship between this sofa and me. There's a relationship between this microphone and me. There's a relationship between my jacket and me. There's a relationship between my head and me. Relationship with sun, moon, stars, galaxy, world, universe, and intimate and ultimate. The intimate relationship and the ultimate relationship. But finally, all is relationship. And recognition of the relationship is love. Of course, moderate love is romantic love, erotic love, sexual love, physical love, family love. All that is good. But we have to go further, higher, and reach out for more ultimate love, universal love. And when you can have that magnanimous mind, then you are on the path of radical love. So love yourself and love everyone without exception and without expectation. Whoever you are, I love you. This is not easy because we have been conditioned to think about superiority, inferiority, and all those things, and one better than the other, one culture better than the other culture. We are always, in our schools and universities, we are educated to be critical studies, critical of this, that, or the other. In love, you have to drop criticism. Who am I to criticize you? I'm sitting in judgment. I say, you are not doing good, you are not doing good, you are not good. Who am I to sit in judgment? So, first principle of radical love is to drop criticizing others. If I criticize my wife, means my wife is not as good as I think she should be. Who am I to judge? If I criticize my children, meaning children are not as good as they should be. Who am I to judge my children? So if you want to be radical lover, drop the idea of criticism. Second thing, if you are a radical lover, if I'm a radical lover, I will, and I have stopped, I think, complaining. I don't complain my wife, my husband, my children, my parents. No complaining. Because complaining is also judgment. You did not do this right. Why did you do that? Let your beloved do the way they want to do and what they want to do. And let them make mistakes. You make mistakes, I make mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. Gandhi made mistakes, Martin Luther King made mistakes, Mother Teresa made mistakes. Making a mistake is good. In our modern educational system, we have been told nobody should make a mistake. If you have made a mistake, you are wrong. Mistakes, only by making mistakes you learn. So, welcome mistakes and don't complain. That's a radical love. Can you bring yourself to be so generous-hearted, so big-hearted, so kind and so compassionate that you forgive all mistakes and say, you will learn from your mistakes. So no criticizing, no complaining. And the third thing you need to do is no comparing. My wife is not as good as that woman. My children are not as good as those children. My house is not as good as that house. My job is not as good as that job. Any comparison is missing love. My body is not good as that person's body. I'm a bit too short. I'm too tall. I'm too white. I'm too brown. You always compare. Whatever you have, you are not contented. So, if you want to be a radical lover, no comparison. You are good as you are, and the other person is good as the other person is. And we are all evolving, we are all learning, we are all on a journey, and we get short of something, we make mistakes, we fall down, we get up, like going in the skiing, some people fall down, some people go faster, some people go slower. We accept everybody. We don't say, oh, you are too slow in the skiing. Oh, you fell down, that's no good. Let them fall down. That's the joy of skiing. So life is a skiing. Life is a journey. Life is a pilgrimage. So no criticizing, no complaining, and no comparing. And then accepting and relationship, participating in the process of life. You do things together. You go with your beloved walking together. You have your beloved gardening together. You have your beloved cooking together. You have your beloved singing together, dancing together. When you do things together, without complaining, without criticizing, without comparing, you do things together, then you influence each other. And you learn from each other. So togetherness is what companionship is. You are a companion of your beloved. Companion means, come means together. And pane means bread. Cooking together, breaking bread together, eating bread together. That's companion. So partnership, companionship, participation, those are the qualities of life. Not judging, not criticizing, not complaining, not comparing, but participating in the process of life. And when you participate in the process of life, you learn from each other, you teach each other, and you help each other, and you grow together. So transformation comes through that loving relationship. Transformation does not come by complaining. It's to do this, do that, don't do that, don't do this. Transformation doesn't happen. True transformation, even if somebody, because you are very powerful, so children or your wife or husband will do something as you tell them to do, but that's not transformation. Following your orders is not transformation. Transformation is to come something from within. And that transformation happens in participation, in doing things together, influencing each other, walking together, gardening together, cooking together, singing together, dancing together, making love together, all those things together. So, then the third level of radical love is loving the entire universe, other than humans. At the moment we think that nature is only a resource for the economy, and therefore we exploit nature. We are almost at war with nature. The moment you go to see Amazon forest, what they are doing there, you will realize that what humanity is doing to the planet Earth. The climate change, the global warming, the oceans polluted, all those things are happening because of the lack of love of planet Earth. We have forgotten. We are exploitative. Our economy is extractive. We think nature is dead. We think nature is a machine. We think nature is only useful for human use, production, consumption, making things from nature. Take nature, take. No. Love, like human love, you respect your beloved as she or he is. You respect trees and mountains and forests and rivers and animals and birds and insects, earthworms, butterflies, everything as a great gift of the universe. Beautiful gift, a butterfly. What a miracle of nature. It's a magic of nature. It's a wonder of nature. Celebrate. Nature is not a machine. Nature is a living organism. Planet Earth is not a dead rock. It's a living organism. Gaia, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Humanity has forgotten to love nature. And they are exploiting nature in such a way that's causing many problems. Biodiversity diminishing, and the climate is changing, and the floods, and the fires, and all these problems we see today because of the lack of love of planet Earth, Mother Nature. And so, our relationship with the natural world should be gratitude. Should be rooted in gratitude. We have to say, thank you, trees, for giving us apples. I'm a gardener, and I have an orchard, and I have 15 apple trees. And my apple trees are my teachers, my gurus. I learned from the apple tree the lessons of radical love. You go to an apple tree, makes no judgment, no discrimination. You are a king or a beggar. You are a saint or a sinner. You are a priest or a prisoner. Whoever you are, human or animal, bird or bees or wasp, whoever you are, have apples. Apples will feed everyone without judgment. You go to an apple tree, it never asks you, have you come with a Visa card? Never. Have apples. That generosity, that abundance, that regenerative nature of apple tree. I don't have to go to a church or a temple or a mosque to learn the lesson of unconditional love. My tree is my temple. My tree is my church. And my tree is teaching me unconditional love to everyone. Can I be like an apple tree? I think apple tree is nothing. I'm intelligent. I'm BA. I'm PhD. I'm a university graduate. I'm CEO. I'm so important. Trees are nothing. They are dead machines. No, for me, nature. For me, earth. For me, the trees and the animals, the birds and the wasps, the bees, and even the earthworms. They are my teachers. And so, if you can learn, if we can learn as a humanity altogether to love nature, and what you love, you protect. If you love your child, you protect the child. As a good mother, you protect the child. If you love something, you protect it. At the moment, we are exploiting nature because we don't love nature. We just use it. We call it natural resources. We have turned nature into a resource for the economy. So, radical love is to extend your love to nature. So these are the 3 levels of radical love. Love yourself unconditionally, without judgment. Love every human being, without condition, without judgment. You can say, but how can I love Hitler? How can I love Putin? Yes. If you want to transform Hitler from a dictator to a proper human being, only through love you can transform. Through hatred, you can kill. You can kill Hitler, you can kill Putin, you can kill Saddam Hussein, you can kill whoever you want to hate. How many people will you kill? In tens of thousands of people killed in Ukraine. What have they achieved? And what will they achieve? Hundreds of thousands of people were killed in Iraq. What did they achieve? 20 years of war in Afghanistan. What did they achieve? And Vietnam War. What did we achieve? So, you can kill out of hatred, okay. How many people will you kill? But through the alchemy of love, alchemy is European tradition, remember. Alchemy of love. Alchemy transforms base metal into gold. It's a good metaphor. You can transform a sinner, a criminal, a dictator, a bad person into a wonderful, good person through love. This is my conviction. I have utter faith and belief in love, power of love. There's no hurt which cannot be healed by love. So if you can bring that understanding, then your personal love, your erotic love, your romantic love, your friendly personal love with your family and so on will expand into universal love. And there'll be no discrimination. And of course, we are not going to achieve it tomorrow, but we can start our journey today. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So all of us can take one step today, and tomorrow another step. And step by step by step, we make a journey of love in our lives, and we influence and inform and inspire and empower other people to practice love. So love is a verb. Love is practice. Love is not only an idea. We have word love in our language, we repeat it, but we don't practice it. Even religious people have forgotten how to practice love. They start to support wars and conflicts and poverty and all the things. So I think we need to say love is a practice. Love is a verb. Love is action. Love is not just an idea. So let's do a little meditation again on love. Put your both feet on the ground. Then we'll open for questions. Breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. Relax and let go. The right hand represents the world. The other, left hand represents the self. I, me. By putting both hands together, we unite the world and the self. Breathe in, breathe out, smile, relax, and let go. And say that for my own happiness, I will choose love in place of hatred. Hatred does not make me happy. Love makes me happy. I'll choose love. Every word I speak will be full of love. Every action I take will be full of love. Breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. And the whole world, smile. And then relax. And then let go. Let go of any burden, any prejudice, any ideas that you are hanging on, any worries. Just let go. Love is to let go of fear. Love is to let go of anxiety and expectations. Breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. Relax. And let go. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish.
Thank you.
I think everybody will be agreeing with me. We just want to keep him with us all the time, all day.
Yeah.
We need you just next to us, Satish. You cannot leave anymore. So we will take a few minutes to have some questions because Satish has been talking since 5:30 and his big age is also something we need to respect because he will still be with us to sign the book if you want to. It will be just in the lobby. So we will take like 3 or 4 questions and then I will frustrate everybody. But thank you. I will pass.
I have a question. Like everybody in this room, I don't think anyone in this room is not connected with a mission that entails love, but when and how and what is your mission?
How and what is my mission? I mean, I live in the present moment. And I live in love and with love. Everything I do out of love. I've come to speak here out of my love for Isabel, for Maite. Isabel met me in the street in the city of Bilbao. I had never met her before, and she just asked me, will I come to Brussels and speak? But she said it with love, and that melted my heart. So I don't have a mission as such, because mission has a kind of connotation of converting other people to my way of thinking or believing. My mission is to be a lover myself. Not to have lover, but to be a lover. And be a pilgrim. So when you are who you are a lover, and you are a pilgrim, and you love the world loves you back. It's a reciprocity. The universe is made of reciprocity and connectivity and mutuality. But in reciprocity, each and every one of us have to take initiative. When I give, reciprocity, principle of reciprocity will give me back. I don't have to expect. If I give a Christmas present to somebody, I don't have to expect that that person will give me back a Christmas present or birthday present. I give without expecting the presents back. But the principle of reciprocity is such that it will come back. No gift is wasted. So my mission is to live in love and do everything. Gardening, cooking, writing, speaking. I come to speak to you out of love. I have no other expectation, no other desire, no other wish, no mission to convert you to anything, only to share my experience or my convictions out of love for you, because you have come and I love you. So, acting out of love in the present moment. Everything I do, out of love. It's not an idea just. It's not an ideal or idea or ideal. It is a daily practice. It's not a mission, but this is how I live. Thank you.
Another question?
When you were here, and you spoke about bud, B-U-D. How you combine bud, your bud, and
I
love.
talk about?
Bud, B-U-D. Beautiful.
Bud, bud, got it.
And I thought it was a very, very inspiring concept, so I thought maybe interesting too.
Thank you. This is another book I wrote called Elegant Simplicity. And in the Elegant Simplicity book, I have described the principle of bud, B-U-D. Whatever you make, whatever you have, whatever you do, should be beautiful. Beauty is the food for the soul. In the modern world, our business, our industry, our economic growth is not creating beauty. This is why we have a lot of misery. When there's no beauty, our souls suffer. So to live elegant simplicity, you need to create beauty, make beauty, and be beautiful. And you are beautiful. Nature is beautiful. Butterflies and ladybirds and the trees and birds are beautiful. So our industry, our business, our commerce, our economy, our government, they should always have principle of beauty. But beauty is not enough in elegant simplicity. Beauty should also be useful. So you make beautiful shoes, you make beautiful clothes, craftsmanship or womanship, artisan food, artisan bread. It's a beautiful but also useful. So beauty and usefulness should not be separated. Function and form should be complementary to each other. At the moment we make things functional. Now, old buildings like this are beautiful, but modern buildings, I was at EU this morning, speaking at the EU, their building is not so beautiful as TheMerode. They have all the money from 27 European countries, and they are all paying to maintain European Commission. Why did they not build that building beautifully? So beautiful and useful should go together. Function and form should be complementary to each other. And the third principle of BUD, beautiful, useful, durable. When we make something for one single use, throw away one season fashion, fashion comes in the autumn, and the next autumn you have a new fashion. Fashion comes in the spring, and next spring, new fashion. Every year, new smartphone. Every year, new car model. Every year, new everything. This is a throwaway, wasteful, polluting economic system that we have created. So the elegant simplicity is to have things made to last. Durability. So beautiful, useful, durable. These are the three principles of elegant simplicity. I call it the BUD principle, B-U-D, BUD principle. Thank you.